Hey guys, Ivy Lee Gaming here. I just wanted to make a video to kind of showcase my account. I've gotten asked a few times if I could do a video that kind of goes over all of the champions I have, maybe my dungeons, just to give you a little overview, a little bit more of an intro to me and where I'm at in the game of Raid Shadow Legends. So I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to go through everything and hope you enjoy. Please feel free to ask me if you have any questions or if you want to see any more details about any of the builds that I do or do not show. Feel free to drop that in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I figured I would start off with the Great Hall. It's one of those things people always look at first or comment on. Mine should be a lot better than it is for how long I've been playing. I've been playing since probably April or May of 2019. I didn't focus on Arena much, and that was one of my big mistakes. Currently, I'm focusing on getting my Spirit defense to 10 because I got Valkyrie. I will probably start to build other stuff for Valkyrie like crit damage as well, or go back to crit damage for my Rosin and Skull Crusher. Won't be used quite as much, will he? So on that note, yeah, I did get a Valkyrie finally recently. So some of my highlighted champs, I guess you could say, would be Siphi, Hegemon, Warlord, Mountain King, Trunda, of course. I guess I can go back. I'll go back and show some more in a second. I'll just scroll down here. So I've got a lot of great champs recently. Valkyrie in particular. I also finally got Ignatius. And, I mean, there's so many others I'd like to work on building. I do have a dupe Siphi, Norog, and 3 Yonikas, so that's a little bit overkill, right? Alright, let's go to the vault. I do have some good people sitting in the vault. I haven't really had a chance to use Narma. She takes a lot of books. I haven't decided to invest in her. Lua is a great champion that I wish I could have a chance to use. Fushan is one I haven't started using yet. Ghostborn. Sandlash Survivor. I have a dupe Zavia. Forgot I have a dupe Zavia. I have a Molly. And then for the most part, I've stopped keeping rares except for void rares. I'm starting to go through slowly and eat all my rares in my vault, except one of each void rare, and keeping one of the people that are interesting or have like surprising damage. I've been keeping like dupes of people I really like, that I already have books maxed out on, just in case they ever do some sort of dupe system where it can enhance the main character you're using. I'm guessing it won't be that, but just in case, I have 5 Tayrells for no reason. I probably should eat them. I did finally get a Senesha and a Skull Crown, but that was not until after I completed Night Revenant Faction Wars. And I really just haven't had the time to prioritize them for like an arena blender team. But we'll get there. I do have some of the fun newer champs like Rector and Aox and I can't remember his name right now. Some Achok, yeah. So I have a lot of great champions. I do have multiple Taurus, so I could do the Taurus Zavia Poison Explosion team. But honestly, Seer, ever since I got Seer, that has been my focus. It's been a lot of fun. Now, I'll show some of these character builds really quick, in case you're curious about how I built some of my best characters. Seer build is solid. She's so fantastic. I do have these masteries on her because I was actually trying to avoid the going out of order, but I think once I actually try to build with Lydia a quicker dungeon run, I'm gonna need this mastery, and my masteries will be changed again. I do have Lydia sitting in Faction Wars waiting for me. My Trunda is nothing special, honestly. I really should have her in Savage Gear, but I have really no one built in Savage Gear. That's one thing I've failed to do so far. But I mean, I only whale out so much. By so much, I mean I really don't. I spend a little bit here and there. I might spend a little too much every other month or so. but for the most part, I try to keep things fairly moderate as far as spending. My Trunda could be a lot better than she is, but I think she does a good job for the most part. I don't really push Platinum Arena. These are the masteries I have on my Trunda. I will show my Siphi and my Arbiter I actually really need to switch gear with, at least for the most part. I would like to get my Siphi as the fastest champion one of these days, because she does have a higher base speed, and her going first would help against people like Tormund, where you want to get that block debuffs up right away. My Arbiter speed is at 334, so I can push that over 340 if I get it on a Siphi. I still have room to grow, as a lot of my gear only has 2 speed rolls. 2, 2, 2. So if I can just get lucky and get a triple speed roll, I will be upping these pieces pretty quickly. It's just a matter of timing, a lot of RNG. Now Siphi I have in full speed, and then Divine, I actually have her not in full speed, I should say. I have her with Divine Life. She's 263. I am not perfectly speed tuned for Arena. I rarely get cut in on, though. I do need to work on that as well. I guess I should show, let's see. My Clan Boss team right now is a 2-key Ultra Nightmare when it is Spirit, or sorry, when it's Spirit, when it is Magic, and usually when it's Force. I do have some trouble there. Rosin I have built very tough. I really got to I really have to crit cap him at 100, but I am not quite there yet. I figure I'm gonna have to rebuild people whenever I get Valkyrie into my team anyways, so he might end up getting affected, unfortunately. My speed tune is very specific. I have Sepulcher going first at 225. She is at a 4-3 ratio. We're tuning to nightmare speeds, that is. So a lot of defense on her. I really got to push her. One of my goals was to push her crit rate up, but I'm not sure how I'm going to change my Clan Boss team, so I haven't done that yet. So I have Sepulcher, and then I have Duchess blocking all the debuffs, both of them together. She's at 223. This is a very tight speed tune, so throwing Valkyrie into this is not going to work. I have to see how that's going to affect my teams and probably change a lot. I have Rosin for decreased defense and weaken. I have him in crit damage gloves, a defense chest, defense boots. Super great. I know I already showed him, but I did want to mention that. And then I go into Frozen Banshee for poisons. Typically. She's built solid with 4,000 defense as well and 40 decent HP. I don't really build her for crit. She doesn't really hit that hard. And then I have Occult Brawler when it goes Force. So his defense is a lot lower, so I have been having some trouble with dying a little sooner than I expect. I need to work on that. Right now my Clan Boss team is only a 3 or 4 key Spirit team, so I have a lot of frustration there, but that's also because I have Skull Crusher. I haven't finished my Valkyrie yet. I've been waiting for the current event. So Skull Crusher I have built really tough as well. He's in crit rate gloves, defense boots, defense chest. He's at almost 100% crit rate, solid defense, and okay HP. Probably could get his HP a little higher given that he has Ally Protect though. Luckily he has that unkillable buff that helps most of the time. I will go into my dungeons here. I'm kind of in a weird funk not in a funk, I don't know what my team is for Ice Golem. I think this has been my best team, but that's now that I have Seer, a lot of things have changed. Before Seer, I honestly don't remember what my team was. I'd have to look. But I've been working with the two, whatchamacallit, Block Revive champions in there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a little too RNG, so this is one I'm working on changing. I do not have a crazy team. You see, my fastest ever was 221. Again, I do have Lydia waiting in the wings, so a lot of this is going to change. My fastest dragon was 136, and that is with this team, I believe. I'm really excited for the AI changes in the future so that I can make sure that Tomb Lord and Zavia go alternately to where he can place poisons before she explodes them, and not the other way around. And then on to Fire Knight. I'm very happy with my Fire Knight team. It's been under 2 minutes, and that is fine with me. Sure, I may eventually change it to have Lydia in here as well. But this is currently my Fire Knight team. I think I've done the same thing with 2 Cold Hearts, but I'm not quite sure. But as of right now, I still need Allure's turn meter manipulation to really help with everything. So Duchess is really helpful because she veils them and they're squishy, so they die a little less often at least. But this has been my consistent team at the moment. And we're going to go into... I don't really do anything special for Minotaur or the Keeps, honestly. I kind of played around a lot just to try to find what can be the fastest champions. So I will show... I had a really bad day with Clan Boss today. But I actually messed... I went to exit one of my keys and instead I went to force close, instead I exited. So it's a little messed up here. But yeah, this is the team I run when it's Spirit. Or, when it's Force. Arena... I have a pretty scary arena defense. Arbiter, Siphi, Hegemon, Trunda. A lot of people do not attack me. See, no battle history. Typically do not get attacked, even rarely on the last couple days. It's a good team. When I'm doing my offense, I guess I can just pull up a random... This is typically my offense. I'll do one quick run and hope I don't fail this for sake of this video. Of course I will, right? Watch me not be speed tuned. There we go, and oh no. Trunda, see? There's my slight off speed tuning. It's showing right now, and they are speed tuned, aren't they? That got all messed up. Okay, this is a really bad example. Usually it's a one shot and it's easy peasy. So of course the one I show on video is not going to be easy peasy. Am I right? I'm just gonna go out of that. I heard Arena got harder. It sure has, hasn't it? Look at that. I love this avatar. This is avatar for finishing normal Doom Tower, I believe, right now, and I really like it better than the one for finishing hard. A lot better. Oh, there's the one for finishing hard. But the one for normal is prettier. Anyway, yeah, it's really funny. I probably shouldn't even have left this in the video, but I'm going to, because you know what? I'm human. And sometimes I lose arena battles that I think I should win. Now, I typically... This team changes on me a lot. So has this one. Sometimes I put in Astrolith as the lead for her higher arena speed aura and play around with this a little bit when I am doing a tag battle from offensively. But this team's a lot of fun. I like to pair Warlord with Mountain King for the shields. He gets a massive shield on him and he's super annoying to kill. I like to pair Umbral with Sethalia because when she puts up her block or her provoke and she blocks her own cooldown skills, Sethalia can cleanse that from her and heal her after she gets attacked. And then she can do her other skills like the block buffs right afterward. I don't know. Okay, it looks like I only fought once in the past 24 or to 48 hours. I believe they usually show 2 days worth. So that's not so bad. I'd rather just have an annoying team. I really don't push Tag Arena at the moment. I would like to get back into Gold where I was for a while. I just stopped playing, to be honest. I've more so just been doing my minimums. But I would like to be buying these accessories really bad again. So I think I might push again to get to Gold. Doom Tower, I have already completed it on hard before. I will show you the team that I used. Alright, this is a hot mess right now. But my normal team, actually this is my normal team right here that I use through clearing the floors. Sometimes I throw in someone different besides Warlord, or sometimes I throw in a different person besides Roxanne, but it just depends on who I'm going against. Currently stuck on 109, but last time I did beat it. It's just annoying. The more 2 wave always gets me. So I did complete this last run on normal and hard. I just did not complete all of the secret rooms, so I do not have Thea yet, but I do have Archmage helmet sitting in my fragment portal just waiting for me. I think, oh yeah, Faction Wars. So I have Lydia waiting in the wings. I did complete Faction Wars. Some of my times are slow. I struggle. My Ogre and Tribes is pretty terrible still for farming. So is my Lizardmen. Those are two ones that I really don't enjoy farming, to be honest. But yeah, probably should show my campaign farmer. I have a little bit to perfect with it. It takes 2 hits to kill the last wave with my Fellhound here. It could be faster. He's 6-second farmer typically. If that was 1 hit, it was still 6-second farmer. He's a great champion. I'll show his build quickly because he actually has a little bit of uniqueness going on here. I have him in a day set for Faction Wars. I was just like, you know what, I might as well put him in a day set. Why not? I had good days gear at the time, and all this stuff is pretty low. Like, he could be a lot better. He does scale on defense and attack, so I actually have him a little bit split up. I'm wondering if I should make one of those a bit more solid, but you know what? He does his job just fine. 100% crit rate, of course. He's a really fun champion and a very quick campaign farmer. Now, I guess if I wanted to highlight anything else in my account, I would say Virgus. I do use Virgus for soloing the Scarab King. Did I steal my Mountain King boot? Yes, I did. I think I did. I stole my Mountain King boot to get him the right gear, or the right setup here. Which is why I probably lost in that battle. Oops, Mountain King does not have a boot on. But yes, super high HP, super high, 3200 defense. Crit's not really that important, honestly. Speed it anywhere above 190, you're probably fine. Resistance, I don't have quite enough for this Scarab King, so I actually use Vergumkar as a resistance aura when I go through that battle. I do have him fully skilled, and I do have very specific masteries. I highly suggest these masteries if you do decide to use Virgus as a Scarab King solo boss. But yeah, if there's something you're lacking and that you're not quite there for the requirements, just maybe use a defense aura, or an HP aura, a speed aura, or a resistance aura, like something that helps you complete that easily. I should probably show one other of my MVPs. I really love Loria. Everyone always knows that I talk about her on my stream. I feel like she's super underrated. She's been one of my favorite champions for a really long time. I don't have her built anything special. 3400 attack is solid. Not crazy though, it's not like 4-5. Don't even have 100% crit rate on her, don't really have crit damage, but she still smacks really hard and she can be really fun to play with. I focused a lot on accuracy for sake of Doom Tower and Arena. I was using her a lot in Arena, and she's just really fun champion with her AoE freeze and block revive. And this I call the anti-skull crown, where she can one-shot a skull crown and then prevent her from putting up her unkillable buffs. So that is a really fun champion to play with that I think is a bit underrated. Build her a nuke. I gotta get better gear on her one of these days because I could probably figure this out to where I get her hitting a lot harder than she already is right now. Although honestly, she is great. I do have masteries on her, which I haven't looked at these in a long time. I hope they're good. They may or may not be. But she's a lot of fun to play with. A lot of fun. I think we should end there. Yeah, I have slacking in the forge. Don't judge that. My sparring pit is partially maxed out. Not quite. And I did max out my gem mine, of course. But I have been playing for almost 2 years. I go in waves of slacking. Sometimes I do a bunch of arena and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I barely do the minimum. But things are constantly changing on my account. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait to get Lydia. I can't wait to finish Valkyrie. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, comments. I kind of feel like I have a pretty endgame account overall, but I don't have endgame builds, like ultra endgame builds, Kraken builds, so to speak. I know I need to work on getting my Savage gear up. I need to work on Swift Parry gear. I have a ton of it that's not leveled. So one of these days when I have the time to focus maybe on properly pushing like a strong arena team, I will do some fun re-gears. But if you guys want to hang out with me and watch me play my account live on stream, you're always welcome to come in and ask questions. Always happy to show off my characters, my builds, and give any advice that I possibly can to help everyone. I'll Although, hell, I'm always learning myself. But please join me on Twitch, or feel free to comment on YouTube videos if there's something in particular you'd like me to show off. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.